In this video, we'll show you how to configure a new group policy. So the first thing you want to do is you want to start up your server and then navigate to the start button and go into server manager. We're going to go into tools and we're going to go into Active Directory users and computers. Now we want to do a new group policy, so we're not going to interfere or change anything with the existing folders. We're going to right click here. So we're going to right click on the domain here and we're going to create a new organizational unit. So I'm going to name it test. I'm going to click OK. In this test folder now, we're going to create a new computer folder. And then we're going to create a new organizational unit. Sorry, the test computer here was supposed to be created as a organizational unit. I'm going to name it computers. So now we have two folders within the organizational unit labeled tests. So now we're going to apply policies to both the users and the computers. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create a user and create a computer, right? If we look here in the main domain into computers, we already have two computers connected. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to copy. We're going to copy one of the computers and we're going to paste it into here. Okay, so what we did here was that we took the computer from the domain here. There was Shevel C2 and Shevel C1. So we cut Shevel C1 and we put that computer into our new organizational unit. And then we're gonna create a user in the user unit. So we're gonna name the user Frank Martino. User logout name would be frank@wire.com. Next, we're gonna put in a password for him. And we're gonna restrict some access. So we don't want to change the password and we want it, so we select user cannot change password and password never expires. Next. Right, so you're just verifying the info and you click in finish. So ensure that your password meets the requirements. So let's go back and just add something to the password. Finish. Still doesn't meet the requirements. So let's add something else. Right, so the user was created. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to apply policies to the two folders. So we're going to navigate back to Server Manager, into Tools, and we are going to go into Group Policy Management. So now we have the new window opened up, and if we expand the domain, we will see that the tests organizational unit that we just created appears here. So let's first create the policy for the users. So we're going to click on the users and we're going to right click create a GPU in this domain. Right, and we're going to name it users policy. Going to click OK. Now to edit the policy now, if we click the arrow to drop down, we're going to right click into edit. So now we are going to reopen the policy management window. We're going to go into the users and we're going to go into policies now. We're going to go into administrative templates. And we're going to, here you can see, so add or remove programs. This and allows the user to manipulate or add or remove programs, etc. Display, personalization, programs, and so much more. To simply change any of these, you can just double click on it and you will see the window come up. If you want them to be able to change it, so for this one, prevent changing visual style, just enable it. Right? And just click OK to the bottom, apply, and then OK. So you can set whatever preferences you have for each user. Now for the computer policies. Now for the computer policies, we're just going to close out the editor here. And we're going to go back to the group policy management. Just as we created the GPU for users, we're going to right click on computers. I'm going to create GPU for computers as well. Right, so we're just going to name this computer policy. We're going to click OK. Right, so it was created here. And we're going to go back now to Server Manager, into Tools, and we are going to go to Group Policy Management. Right, we're going to click on the drop downs. We're going to go into Test Computers. So now to edit the policies for the computer, you right click by computer policy and you click edit, and then it will bring up this window. Again, we have the policies showing up. We have software settings, Windows settings, and then administrative templates. And we also have preferences for Windows settings and control panel settings. Again, you can go into any one if there are no items. So for example, software installation, no items, you just clicked and then you click new and you click package. Right? So for administrative tools, personalization, double click on it, you'll be able to change, enable, or disable the ability for the computer to have access to make the changes. Preferences as well, same thing goes. So it's up to you what you want to set your policies and preferences as. And that's the end of creating your group policy. You can now log in as the user you created. So you would have created the user Frank Martino. So you can now use the username and password that you set previously and you can log in and be able to use the computer. And that's the end.